Chris Sununu. He's the New Hampshire governor. His father was the New Hampshire governor. He also served as the chief of staff for George H.W. Bush in the 2000s. His father did. But Chris is the governor now. Interestingly enough, his father has been involved with mining for decades, and they're now looking to become the first company to establish a mine inside the Amazon in Colombia. So it's the first mine that Colombia would allow in the Amazon jungle, which is really interesting to me because growing up in the United States, I want to say at least once a month we were talking about raising money to buy land in the Amazon so that it would be protected forever. I don't know if it was like that for you when you were a kid, Ben, but for me, I probably raised enough money to buy 10 acres in the Amazon myself when I was in elementary school. So I'm curious, how a governor, especially in this climate where everybody's all about treating the environment better, global warming, all that stuff. I'm not saying I'm a proponent of that or I'm against it. I'm just saying, like, in this environment, it's like, should you really be trying to go and open a copper mine in the
But
Amazon?
but what's wrong with mining copper? Because like surely mining copper doesn't take away as much area as logging would, right? Like you just need sort of an entrance to your mine, or is it like strip mining where they totally take off a layer of soil?
I'm pretty sure there's mixed formats and ways to do it. Strip mining is the cheapest way to mine, and it also affects human beings the least. So people don't die in caves when you're strip mining. You're just digging a big hole, right? It's just massive, massive hole. And so, but any mining operation in the Amazon is going to disrupt that ecological atmosphere there.
Okay, so it does. I'm looking at some pictures. It does look like it is strip mining.
Most mines these days are strip mines because again, it allows for human beings to be safe while they're there. You don't want to hurt anybody. If you're putting in a copper mine, you're going to disrupt probably 2 square miles, especially if you're trying to do significant mining.
Is that
And
bad though? 2 square miles? I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here.
no, I mean, I would say that in the Amazon, it's probably can definitely eliminate some species we don't even know exist.
Hmm.
Because we've only explored so much of the Amazon jungle. I mean, I think they find new plant species, new animals there, insects, things like that every year. So it's like the canopy of the Amazon is the most abundant organism place in the world. So it's like there's new things that can be found there all the time. And so destroying that, like, there's got to be better places to find copper. And so my thoughts are is they're probably getting a good deal from the Colombian government, who's really trying to move their way into a significant player in South America. They want to be on the level of Chile or Brazil, where they're thought of as, a prominent figure. Where Colombia, most people think of it, they think of, drug cartels or a crazy place to be in Medellin. So it's trying to change its imagery. The brother Michael Sununu and the father are investors of this copper and gold mine in Colombia. John, their father, was actually in charge of the 2004. He co-chaired the Secretary of Energy Advisory Board for the United States. So that kind of interests me too. Like, is this a conflict of interest? Like, how do you get to be in charge of an energy board, but you're sitting here trying to mine for all kinds of stuff?
Sounds like
So
a lot like a conflict of interest to me.
yeah, 100%. I'm definitely concerned about that. And then the company that his father's on the board is the Azerbaijan Anglo-Asian Mining. They are over in the Middle East and basically have done some things over there to stop wars so that they can go mining, or stop conflicts is what they said, not wars. But I mean, anybody that's on the ground is going to feel like it's a war if people are shooting. And it's pretty interesting to think that here we have a governor of the United States who's, in my mind, exploiting the resources of a third world country for profits. I wonder how much money ends up going back to Colombia at the end of the day for all these mining efforts. How much is responded and returned to their people?
Well, probably they're not getting too good of a deal. No.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, I think if you're on the board of energy, you shouldn't be involved with mining.
Right. Just like you shouldn't be involved in trading stocks if you're making laws that govern finance, right? Yeah.
It's really simple. Like if you're going to serve the country, then you sacrifice certain things to serve the country and the people. You don't gain from that. And that's where we get this elite class of bureaucrats that exist in our country right now and probably around the globe. Is that they have this elite class and there's nobody that's willing to stop it.